Hello, my name is Mac Bean, and I will be presenting on nitrogen management through apparent soil electrical conductivity. Why is nitrogen management important? Traditionally, blanket or uniform applications of nitrogen fertilizer have been applied across a given field. However, this has proven to be inefficient. The spatial variability of a field can be drastic. One side can have a sandy soil texture, while the other side of the field could have a clayey soil texture. These differences make it hard to manage in fertilizer applications. Too much nitrogen could lead to environmental impacts such as groundwater pollution, while not enough nitrogen means lower yields. And remember, any loss of nitrogen means you're losing money too. Ways to improve nitrogen management. 4 things that you should consider when managing nitrogen are the timing of your application, the nitrogen source or what type of fertilizer you're going to use, where are you going to place the nitrogen, and how much you will apply. Soil apparent electrical conductivity can help you determine these 4 things. So, what is apparent soil electrical conductivity? It is defined as how well a soil conducts electricity. It is usually measured in millisiemens or decisiemens, which are the standard units for materials conductance. Soil EC has been found to be related to several soil properties such as soil texture, cation exchange capacity, percent organic matter, and water holding capacity, all of which affect yield. Collecting soil EC. There are 2 common types of soil EC sensors, a contact sensor and a non-contact sensor, both of which can be pulled through the field with a tractor, truck, or ATV. How do they work? The contact sensor makes direct contact with the soil surface. This sensor has 2 transmitting electrodes or coulters that send an electrical current into the soil. The receiving electrodes then collect what is left of the signal after it has traveled through the soil. The non-contact sensor does not touch the soil. This sensor uses electromagnetic induction to measure the soil's conductivity. A transmitting coil sends the signal into the soil while the receiving coil measures the remaining signal. On both the contact and non-contact sensors, the distance between electrodes or coils determines the depth the signal travels into the soil. Sandier soils tend to have a lower EC value, while clayey soils have a higher EC value. What can you determine with soil EC measurements? The most common and useful method for interpreting soil EC measurements is through a Geographical Information System, or GIS. This program can help create interpolated maps as seen here. The red color represents a lower EC value, or most likely sandier textured soil, while the yellow and green colors represent a more clayey soil. Also, soils with higher EC measurements generally have higher moisture content, percent organic matter, and CEC. It should be mentioned that EC measurements are rarely something you would have to take every year. Soils do not change easily unless acted upon by a major land changing event. How do these soils aid in nitrogen management? Precise locations of soil texture change can be identified, which helps determine areas with high or low water holding capacity, CEC, percent organic matter, or other soil properties, while also helping to identify areas prone to leaching. Knowing this can help you create management zones. Management zones. As seen in the figure below, soil EC can help determine management zones. These zones can aid in deciding which spots in the field to soil sample. The information gathered and interpreted from the soil EC measurements, coupled with the results from the soil samples, can help you ensure that nitrogen is applied in the right amount, place, form, and time. Does soil EC directly relate to yield? It depends. The example shown below would suggest that it does. You can see areas with low EC also result in areas of low yield, while areas with high EC resulted in high yield. This pattern is seen more in dry or drought years when the capabilities of your soil are more apparent. However, in years with ideal rainfall amounts and distribution, no relationship is really seen. Therefore, a caution should be brought forward that soil EC is not a cure-all, but simply another tool to help you better manage nitrogen. If you have any other questions, please contact your University of Missouri Extension agent. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.